Babe.
Look, my arm is in your frame.
Happy, fierce, and fabulous Friday, everybody. We made it.
We
This
did
is
it.
it.
I know.
Melanie, are you
You
excited?
want to know what my biggest focus today is?
What?
Staying in my little box on the screen.
Oh,
I
okay.
just adjusted for that same reason.
No,
I'm like,
sit still. Addie, you're gonna have to duct tape me and take the wheels off my chair. Happy Friday!
Happy Friday, everybody. Slap on your sunnies. I had a different word. The girls made me change it.
Yes.
Slap
you just
on.
wanted to say the other word on air.
I did. I really did. And you guys know exactly what I was going with. But we're going to slap on our sunnies.
And our sunscreen.
It's about to get bright. Very good. St. Augustine, here we go. We are turning the dial from 0 to fierce in 3, 2, 1. Yes! It's Friday. Let's go in Sheeman Studio.
Yes.
We've got a local headline lighting up downtown. You know that 1886, that Spanish Street
Oh, God,
house
yeah,
that
that
looks like
house.
Freddy Krueger's
Oh,
house?
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the one that's on every haunted tour. Shout out Kindred Spirit
yes.
Store. Yeah, the City Hall is done waiting on this one. They're threatening demolishing that house. History of the house, I don't know, but versus the hazard, who knows that either. We're gonna get into that and so much more, but before we get into all these other highlighted moments, we're gonna talk to the queen of the sunny snack scene. She's been snacking it all morning. Mel, how you doing, babes?
Good. So today, here's a little snack update for you guys. Would it be called a snack date?
Snack
Snack
date.
date.
No,
Love it.
snack date. Here we go. So I already had a banana.
Yep.
I had a donut,
Ay,
courtesy
come on.
Dana Wendell. She brought us donuts.
God bless.
And also, I finished the rest of my cheese and crackers from yesterday. So there you go. A little.
Okay, snack
Snack
roll
preview.
call. I'm gonna call it right now. I've had kale, spinach, almond milk, and a banana blended together with a little collagen
Oh,
powder.
are you like that woman having being
yeah.
a Barbie eating
I
air?
know. I've had celery and green juice.
See, I love her. Yeah. And meanwhile, donut. I mean, Mel, you look the best out of all of us. Are
I'm
you
so
kidding me?
Californian.
It's the grocery calling.
I'm so Californian. I'm so.
Publix wants to know if you would like some produce.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
Oh
We'll
my
give
God.
you that spirit check.
All right, so here we go. Hold on to your coffee, Sonnies, because Snack Attack Throwback is bubbling up. Is it champagne? Who
Ooh,
knows?
Okay.
Or is it some out-of-the-world drink that will have you living with receipts and regrets and potential, like, stuff stuck in your throat?
So it was
Yeah.
a drink. Okay, I like the
got a
clues
drink
there.
today.
Okay.
And we're doing a spirit check, Sunnies. Today is about joy with purpose because the
that.
studio is glowing. Do you feel it?
Yes.
Yes, Dana Wendell, the queen of Bohemian Fest, is in the house to spill the sparkle on this year's Big Vibe and Big Heart.
Love, love, love that. And a local glow up meets a global flow up. That made no sense. We'll weigh in the taste and the science of blueberry baby power. What? Did he say powder? No, I said power.
Power.
Blueberries, you guys. This is a very interesting story. And we're also going to talk about robots getting real in some of these factories.
Well,
so-
my dogs love blueberries.
Oh, and I love
Nice.
robots. So this will be a great
perfect.
morning. Okay.
Plus, a sunshine shenanigan with a VHS twist. That's right. I said get your VCRs ready.
Yeah.
For all of you younger folk, a VCR is a contraption.
And
that
so
would put
expensive.
a plastic
Really?
cartridge in. It was about this thick.
Yeah.
And you would, but Be Kind, Rewind. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you
Yes.
guys. They're going for about $200 right now on Amazon.
What,
They
because
are
it's like vintage?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like,
Vintage.
I would
Give
love
me a
to be
freaking
able.
break with this vintage
I
one.
want a
know.
VHS tape. I want it.
And I am your DJ Snack Pack with eclectic karaoke clips today.
Nice.
And a little stardust at the end because, of course, we have Hey Girl Hey,
Hey.
horoscopes to lace your week with courage and couture. I think Aquarius is on deck today, right?
Yeah, and all that and so much more as we take this
Live from the Black Box at Limelight Theater, it's Sunny TV!
And now a quick word from our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and All American Air.
Bam, bam, bam.
Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All American Air Conditioning, voted best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
Love having All American Air a part of the Sunny crew, and I got to give a big shout out to them too, because Ashim, I have to tell you, they're not just HVAC company. They also have home repair services, and they've got that storage?
That mini storage and RV parking, and it's very close to the beach. So go park your
Oh.
RV, take a little lappity-doo-dah day.
Right.
Yeah, so
I love it, and they've been around, tried and true, for over 45 years in this town. They're incredible. They also have All American Air Charitable Foundation with that famous ping pong
Yeah,
tournament.
I was gonna say, that's what
Yeah.
I see. They're so involved in our community, so I really do appreciate that about
Yes.
local businesses.
Yeah,
so.
excited.
So Addie, Tim's asking, how did the soup turn out?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It looked fantastic.
It looked fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, we might
Yeah.
have to share that on the newsletter, what that
The
recipe was.
Yes.
Is
Bosworth
that-
sisters.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, so guess what time it is?
It's the weather report.
The weather report. It's not time for a joke yet. I know, Vicky, I'm getting there. So today is Fettuccine Friday.
Hey.
Because fettuccine noodles are a little bit wider. Like our weather's going to be a little bit wider and wilder today.
Yeah, it's a little bit
So
crazy.
right now it's super duper humid, and I don't know why I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
That's
but
why
I'm
my
already
hair's
sweating.
back. It's
Yes.
gross out. I know.
It is currently 79 degrees, but it's going to get up to 88, but it's also going to feel about 97.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yes.
Why? Stop it.
Our night times is going to be 73. There is a thunderstorm probably starting around 4 o'clock today.
Yep.
Oh, I'll be at
but
happy hour.
it should be like a quick one. What else? Let's see what else. Oh, go ahead. The air quality is fair, so go ahead and turn on your air purifiers. Maybe put it on the turbo mode instead of auto.
yeah.
Tree pollen is low.
Can you do Sunny's a favor, Mel? Can
What would
you
you like?
please post that air purifier link in our Sunny
Oh,
fans?
the one I have?
Yeah,
but
I have
do
one
it in
too, it's
our
great.
do it in our private club, like,
Uh-huh.
and all you guys that follow Sunny fans, I encourage
Yeah.
everybody to follow. But yeah, that would be great because I'm getting messages like, "What is that link?" So send
It's
put
all,
that.
and it's only like $50.
That's great. Let's
Yeah.
get that
Yeah.
out there for peeps. I think
But
that's
also,
cool.
guys, stay alert. Tomorrow, there's a Hurricane Gabriella floating around out there.
But out there,
Yeah,
don't
so
get
there.
twisted.
It's
yeah.
gonna stay right now.
Remember, we got people outside.
Well,
of this
Mel's
area,
bringing it
yeah.
up because she wants to make
Yes.
sure everyone knows to have their snacks ready. That's
Yes.
so important for Mel,
Well,
as you know.
Right now,
Yeah.
it's staying off the. It's supposed to stay off of our. It's supposed to head more east and then hit the Carolinas. But
Watch the hand movement,
the
just like that.
yeah, it's gonna go like this.
Yeah.
But it's gonna cause a lot of rip currents. It's gonna bring us rain and thunderstorms and all of that jazz. So just be prepared. Get your hurricane snacks. I usually wait to the last minute because I will eat them all before the storm comes.
Yeah.
But I did find on Amazon these chargeable fans. And one is like this big and one has like a stand. It's about this round. They kick out some good air quality and power. So get on there and get your.
She really did say
I
that.
did.
It kicks out good air. Like, yeah,
Kicks out good
it
air.
really does. It's not just
Not the
air.
bad air.
Yeah, not the
Thank
bad
you
air.
for coming to my TED Talk about the weather here today in St. Augustine.
Not like that teacher's assistant from South Carolina. Shout out to my homegirl, Lisa Chapman. I know it's in the news out there. Remember he did the fart spray and like ruined
Oh
the
my
school?
God,
that's
that
horrible.
I know Dana's listening right now.
Gross.
$50,000 damages to
Damages.
this school because this guy was playing this prank on the school. Is playing this little like Spencer's Gifts kind of like fart spray. Oh my God.
Real
To
quick.
me, I think that's funny.
Real
Oh,
quick,
my.
so here's proof that my mother loves David more than she loves me.
Wow.
Okay, every time
Hi,
she
Mama
talks about
Maria.
him, oh, da da da. But now she just put in the comments, she's like, "Good morning, David, Melanie, Addie at a shame." It's always
Hi,
him,
Mama Maria.
my husband and David. Those are her and Brian. Those are her three favorite
Absolutely,
humans.
because she knows when she sees an angel.
Oh my God.
Here's the local music report. You strum it, drum it, hum it down, Sunnies. Listen, get a notebook. This one is
Yeah,
long. I
it's
love you guys,
lengthy.
but I've got to give this platform to some of these local musicians that do this on the daily. We love them so much. Friday, September 26, 2025, we've got Dave Branyard at Prohibition Kitchen at 11. Justin Morgan at Prohibition Kitchen at 11. We've got Emily Landis at Prohibition at noon. Emmett Stevens at noon, also at Prohibition. Then we got Damon Slaughter at 2 o'clock at Bin 39. Joshua Tennessee Worthy at Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's at 1. Lucy Spots is taking up some time over at Bin 39 at 1. Zaza Flamenca, nice to see her back on the circuit. La Cocina at 1. Heather Craig, Trade Winds Lounge. Congratulations, Heather Craig. Just got married. Very awesome. Trade Winds Lounge, 1 o'clock. Look at her performing. Loving it. Also, PK has another performance at 1:35. This is also the part of the Songwriters Festival. That's why we've got a long report. Very, very cool. We've got Justin Wilson and Murphy Elmore coming in there. Songwriters Festival. That's going to be cool to check that out. It's free 99. You know me. Lost Saints, Colonial Oak Music Park. We've got Cindy coming in on Monday talking all the cool things that are happening about Colonial Oak, and I love a good feature on that space. It's awesome. Chubby McGee at Conch House Marina. Mel knows all about the Conch House.
Yeah, I do.
That's happening at 4 o'clock. We got John Q at the Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Joshua Tennessee Worthy at the Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Adam Wood and Nick Norman at Colonial Oak Music Park, part of the Songwriters, at 4:40. Greg Johnson at the Guy Harvey Resort, 5 o'clock. Mark Hart at Trade Winds Lounge at 5. Kevin Edwards, Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5. Southern Social String Band at Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5. A mystery guest at Backyard Island Cafe at Meehan's at 5:30. Go check who that is. Carry the Day, Funkadelic Food Shack at 5:30. Brian Rowland at Mellow Mushroom, Anastasia Island at 6. Joshua Tennessee Worthy at Mellow Mushroom at St. John's. David, slow down.
Yeah,
At
your
6
mom
o'clock.
is writing a note for you right now.
Stu Weaver.
Too slow.
Reef Restaurant at 6 o'clock. Rob Peck, Tides Oyster Company at 6. Elizabeth Roth, Sweeping the Nation at Oasis Deck and Restaurant at 6. Shyla Macaluso at Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill at 6. Paper City Hustlers, I'll have no air by the time I'm done. Pesca, Volano, there he is. Michael Lugo, 6 o'clock. Fawn Kaiser at Salt Life Food Shack at 6 o'clock. Corey Hall, Prohibition Kitchen at 6. I'm only at 6 o'clock, guys.
You want me to help?
Nope, I got it. Bob Patterson, it's a challenge right now. Bob Patterson,
got
Leslie
it.
White's at 6. Stu Weaver at Harry's at 6. Joe Downing at 6. And Frank Myers, More to Sing Out Loud. And Jenny Tolman at Colonial Oak Music Park at 6:20. Jolie.
Oh, love her.
Love a Jolie moment. Casa Divino, 7 o'clock. Show up and show out. Tony Sciscaro at La Cocina at 7. Baby Gray at Meehan's at 7. Jeremy Price, V's Pizza. All right.
Oh, cool.
He's also playing with Kevin Mark at 7. Boogie Freaks at Arnold's Lounge. We love that. We love that moment.
Yes.
Allison Krause in Union Station at 7:30. Who's going? Put it in comments. That's going to be a fantastic show. Also, the Oak, Brian Davis and McCloy Moore. Check that out at 8 o'clock. Bo and the Burners, Milltop Tavern at 9. I'm almost there. Chuck and Elliott at Milltop Tavern at 9.
Go.
Tyler Boone at Trade Winds Lounge. Johnson Burns at Trade Winds Lounge at 9. Monty Christwell, Rodney Clausen at Colonial Oak at 9:35. Cholula at Prohibition Kitchen at 10. And Cliff, Cody, Emmett Stevens at Trade Winds Lounge at 10.
And the Oscar goes to David Hansel in the reading of the music report.
It wasn't
fan
a
him
perfect
down,
10.
Mel.
You know I love a perfect
Yes.
10. I'll give myself an 8.8, but it's still a gold medal performance.
Very nice, sir.
Speaking of a gold medal performance, I'm super excited to fall into this conversation. Sunnies, we are welcoming back to the Sunny stage an incredible woman whose story is powerful as the movement she's creating, from overcoming addiction and eviction, homelessness as a single mom, into finding healing through yoga and holistic practices. She's turned her struggles into strength. I love this story, and gave birth to this incredible festival called Bohemian Fest. Without further ado, the queen of the Bohemian scene, Dana Wendell!
And the donut bringer to the Sunny team.
She knew right away. Dana, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Cool. I really want to talk to you today and fall into the story of how Bohemian Fest came about, but I wanted to also do that beautiful backstory of how you learned through the community of being Bohemian and how it saved your life, essentially.
So finding natural healing and yoga helped me so much. Growing up, I felt like AA or church were my only options, and didn't see my parents have a whole lot of support and different modalities and different ways to heal. So starting that journey, just exploring, really.
But not to get too dark, but like where did the darkness start? It started at a young age for you, correct?
Yeah, my mom passed away when I was young. I was 17. And it was hard for about 10 years. I was grieving and drinking too much, and just going through that situation where we were evicted from our trailer when we were young, my sister and I. We were almost put in foster care, and then losing our mom at such a young age was really difficult. Yeah.
Right, and going through that. But then you found this kind of solace in and healing almost when you stumbled upon this. How did that come about? How did you find, what was it first? Was it breath work or was it yoga? What was the one that said, wow, this is life-changing for me?
It was yoga, and honestly, it was at the local YMCA here on the island.
Fantastic.
Took my first yoga class, and the teacher turned off all the lights, and she put one candle in the middle of the room, and that was the first time that I had ever felt like, wow, like I'm powerful, like I have this energy inside of me, and I've been hooked on yoga ever since, and just trying to make it more accessible to people and bring it to more people, because a lot of people can take a yoga class and say like they didn't like it, but that was just one type of yoga, that was one teacher. So at Bohemian Fest, we're gonna have lots of different kinds of yoga and different healing modalities for people to explore and try on.
So can you talk a little bit about, like, you know, losing your mom is such a painful memory, but how did you go from the darkness to the light? Like, I know you said that one yoga class, but there had to have been a journey to get there.
Yeah, it was definitely a journey of exploration, self-exploration, looking at different.
How did you handle failure? Were you hard on yourself?
Yeah, I think I can be very hard on myself, but it's also made me push myself a lot.
Yeah.
And I think through this journey, learning how to be okay with being human and just being different. Like, not everything has to be perfect in order for you to get things done and do what you want to do and have fun and enjoy it.
Don't let perfection be the enemy of good.
Totally.
I mean, we're always so worried about being perfect all the time, and I think that there's such a beauty in imperfections that kind of define us as who we are as individuals, which I think a lot of Bohemian Fest is really cool because, like you said, there are different facets to this. It's not just the, barefoot in the grass doing yoga. No, there's totally different forms, different shapes, different heavy metal yoga. I've seen animal yoga. And you talked about this beautiful inventor the other day from Palm Coast who created a new form of yoga.
Yeah.
Talk about her a little bit.
Yeah, she, Jocelyn, she'll be teaching at Bohemian Fest, and she does Hoop Yogini, which is combining hula hooping and yoga. She made it up herself.
Right?
And then she certifies other people on how to teach it and do it as well.
So at the gym, I was trying to hula hoop. I think it was so funny. I'm bad at hula hoop.
Right? I tried as an adult. It's terrible.
yes.
As a kid, I was
As a
like,
kid, you
everything
could
was
be
going
like,
the right
get
way.
it,
I don't
get
know what
it.
happened. Yeah.
But as an adult, I'm like, oh, and the kid, this little 6-year-old girl walks over and she goes, oh, Coach Mel, you're good at coaching.
Wow.
Don't do hula hoop.
I'm shocked.
But you know
But
that-
I would try hula hoop yoga because I will tell you,
Yeah.
I've tried yoga and I'm not a fan because I fall asleep because it's slow.
It's
And I
it's
tried
a different
I
version
tried the
that maybe
hot
we
yoga
connect
and I'm
more.
a sweater, so I
So then,
sweat to
Dana,
death.
what would you say to somebody that says something like that? I don't love yoga because I fall asleep. Like, chime in. Like, how would you inspire Mel to go to Bohemian
There's
Fest?
different types of yoga. So you might like Ashtanga yoga more than you like Yin yoga. Ashtanga is more of a workout. For people that have a hard time relaxing, you probably need a more active yoga.
That's my jam right there.
I mean, and I love one of my favorite instructors in town who had put music in the class, which I always thought it was always going to be like some foreign whale making a noise in the background, and you're like, yeah. No, it was really cool, alternative rock, and it was like, wow, you can really see there's different types of yoga, and that can really answer to that calling, right? In your
I didn't
life.
know there were so many different types of yoga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love
I
that.
thought there was just one kind.
No.
Or two, because the hot yoga. Which I had to leave the studio. I legit almost passed out.
That can be
I
hard.
can't do it.
That can be
Right.
a little hard.
So, Boo, how do you think the Bohemian Fest is full circle moment for you in life?
So from going from, almost being homeless, being homeless a little bit there for a minute while I was a single mom.
If you're displaced, you're homeless. Absolutely.
Yeah, back-to-back hurricanes, you know,
God bless.
when Willow was younger. But this year we're going to be donating a portion of our profits to a Port in the Storm. They're so awesome.
Such a
They're
good
just-
organization. Yeah.
That
We've
is
had
so
them on here a couple
cool. I gotta
times.
tag them in. That is
Yeah.
so amazing.
Yes.
So that's a rewarding feeling too.
Yeah.
To be able to do that because you had such a a horrific story, but a story of perseverance, and that's really what Port in the Storm is truly all about. is
Yes.
getting on your feet, and yes, you can do this, and that's pretty amazing. So give us a lowdown of what people can expect at Bohemian Fest. I'm pulling up. I'm parking my car. I'm walking into what?
Yeah. So you'll be walking into, I think the biggest thing about Bohemian Fest is everyone is just, I mean, even the property manager has talked about how it's just so relaxing. The vibe and the energy there. There's just, it's over 400 acres. There's horses everywhere.
Cool.
There's a donkey, a mini horse.
Donkey.
Yes.
Love a
mini
donkey.
horse.
I love donkeys. They're so funny.
But then you'll have different class stage areas where there might be a breathwork class or a yoga class. We're going to have a gardening class this year.
What does that mean, breath work? Like, okay, I'm thinking like my mom. Okay, what does that really mean?
Come on, David.
Yes.
Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, it means learning different breathing techniques that you can use, whether to help you go to sleep at night, help you relax, help
Okay.
you lower your blood pressure. There's all different benefits.
Really?
To, yeah.
How you breathe.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
when they say like breathe in like a triangle,
What?
we have 3 stations of breath, right? That's
What way
basic.
do you breathe? I don't know. Maybe I'm like in a
So that, so
circle.
you already back me up here, am I right?
like
There's
a
like ways to
trapezoid.
breathe. So you
Yeah.
inhale on the up, you exhale on the down, and then you mellow it out, right?
Hold it. The box, yeah.
box.
I think that's what he's thinking of.
I don't care. I'm gonna do my own shape.
Not
Not
his own shape. I was like, I'm a
I know where you're going.
trapezoid.
I do it in like a.
He's gonna breathe like
out
a
in.
dog.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So circle gets a square for Melanie. That's
Yes.
perfect. Yeah.
You know what I also, Dana also mentioned something that I think is really kind of neat about Bohemian Fest, and she mentioned this as part of her own journey about finding ways to have fun and joy back in your life, because I think so much as adults, we sort of lose that ability to
don't play anymore.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
talked about this like when Phil and I go on vacation, we just sort of like to be kids and play, because I think we all forget that there's so much joy and healing in just having fun. Everything doesn't have to be so serious in life, and you mentioned that. So I know that at the festival there are going to be some things that are kind of fun and kind of silly, right?
Yeah,
so,
a little unorthodox. I like
Yeah.
that. Can you talk a little bit? Can you give us a little teaser?
Donkeys.
So we'll have, yep, you can do, I think it's only for kids, it might be for adults, but donkey
same
cart
height.
rides.
Mel's the same height.
Okay.
So fun.
Donkey cart ride. I
Yes.
can ride in a donkey cart.
Not
We'll
me.
also have a trolley going around picking people up because it is kind of a walk where you park and get to the festival grounds.
Oh, nice.
And the trolley is so fun. But also, we're going to end the day with an ecstatic dance with DJ Sasha.
Wait, what?
I love Sasha.
DJ
She's so great.
Sasha
So
Bloom.
Yeah.
Yep. 6 to 8 o'clock. And that's just like dancing, having fun, celebrating the day.
So this is an interesting space too.
Yeah.
Because it's a little further south of here. Can you talk? It was the Florida Agriculture. What's it called?
Florida Agricultural Museum. It is, I timed it the other day, 20 minutes from the 312 bridge. So it's not far at all.
The one by the State Road 16 down there by where the outlets used to be?
No, it's
it's
all the way
out.
down US 1, and then like you're
Towards
going
Palm Coast.
to Palm Coast.
Yeah.
It's technically Palm Coast,
That's
the
close to
address.
my house. I could do that.
Okay, yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Donkeys.
Yep.
You sold her at Donkeys.
Is there going to be food there?
Yes.
What's
Talk
the food?
about that.
Yes.
That's a big hot
Purple
topic.
Olive is going to be serving food.
Yay.
Yes. They're going to have a food truck out there.
That's
Yes.
exciting.
But are they
Yeah.
going to have like real food or is it
Real
going to be
food.
like
Real
kale
food.
smoothie?
Okay.
Hey, he
I've-
does both, because
He
actually
does.
Yeah.
so they did our wedding, and
Okay.
we had both some vegan food, because you know me, and I had my family from California, and then we had like regular food, but interestingly enough, all the vegan food went first.
Isn't
so,
that interesting?
Yeah.
I will
so-
tell you,
good.
sing out loud, I had a vegan brownie from Kookaburra.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was actually, because I didn't want something that had too much sugar, because then I would go,
Yeah.
it'd be a bad day. But it was actually really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm vegan. I'm
True.
just-
By the way, there's a question in the comments.
Yeah.
So Kyle asked, "What a heartfelt story! Does she have a blog or has written a book? He needs to know more." So, do you have anywhere where you tell more about your story, your personal story?
Mainly on my social media account. Right now, I've been using
Cool,
it
I'll
for
tag you in.
promoting, but back in the day, I used to share a lot of posts and within that, my story. Yeah.
That's great. Okay.
I love that. So if there's somebody that's a novice, someone that's a little nervous about yoga and
Why you put mattress on Front Street?
I'm just looking. I mean, I didn't know if you were eating. Holistic healing. What if somebody's new at this and they're a little bit intimidated? What would you say to them about going to Bohemian Fest and welcoming them?
I'll say that. I
Yeah.
would be intimidated.
Okay, well, they don't have to take any classes. You can come and just hang out with the donkey.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So
Okay.
you can be in the area and talking with people. We're also going to have over 30 different vendors. So you can get a massage, a facial, you
Cool.
can get acupuncture, Reiki healing.
Is that all included?
And there's
in the
some
price
kid
of the
vendors
ticket?
too,
Yeah.
right? You have a
So,
couple
well,
kid vendors.
all the vendors have their own prices and their own offers. So they're
Okay.
kind of doing their own thing.
You'll
but
get exclusive rates with that.
Do they
ticket.
take
Yeah.
gum? Like, can I pay them in gum?
Maybe
Snacks,
to
paint
try
snacks.
the donkey first.
Yeah.
In the backside of
I
it.
saw that you had a couple youth vendors too, which I thought was really
yeah,
cool.
That's my daughter and then Jocelyn's daughter.
Cool.
Willow does all different kinds of art and bracelets. She has bedazzled sunglasses. They're so cute.
How cute is
Yes.
that?
And then Jocelyn's daughter, Sienna, she's doing homemade soap and organic cotton candy that she makes.
Oh, that's cool.
that's really
I'm gonna
cool.
definitely try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, where did this idea come from? Like, I know you started a few years ago, and I love seeing. I remember the first day, like you were super excited to launch this.
Yeah.
And now it's a really cool destination for people, and especially yogis and people in that holistic community are banding together. I'm really seeing a great rally with this. Where did you come up with this concept? And why?
Well, to be honest with you, when Willow and I were kind of living out of our car, we jumped around from South Carolina to Pensacola and went to different yoga festivals, and I sold jewelry. I used to make crystal wrapped jewelry. And seeing everyone come together and like we had our first, that's where I had my first cupping experience, my first astrology reading. We like pet a wolf at one of them because they had like an animal sanctuary come out and like spread awareness about, it was
Like
awesome.
a real wolf?
A real wolf, a baby.
It's a baby. You'll have the donkey.
It's okay, Mel.
The donkey will save me.
So that's amazing. And can you highlight any specifics this year? Like, who do you? I know you have a great team behind this. I know you want to shout some people out.
Yeah, Nature We Trust is our title sponsor. We are so grateful for them. They are helping us out with bringing a full kava bar. So they're gonna have a nice setup inside the barn. It's a 5,000 square foot barn. And they'll be selling their kava and kratom drinks there.
Cool.
Yeah,
Very nice.
helping people relax. We're more focused on herbal healing and non-alcoholic drinks and just helping people have a good time. So kava helps you loosen up and get social, and especially if you're sober. I'm 9 years sober. Thanks.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
So I've found that kava is very helpful in social situations, especially if you are a newbie, you're coming into this festival and you don't really know what to expect. A kava can help calm your nerves and help you enjoy the day. So shout out to Nature We Trust. And also Push Push Salon is our other sponsor this year. And they're
cute.
having an event tomorrow night and it's
Awesome.
free. So I wanted to shout them out. Hugh from Push Push.
That's a
He's been a
cute flyer.
great help this year
Yeah,
for
they've got
Bohemian
a really
Fest.
epic hair show coming up. That's really cool, and it's be awesome for people to experience that too. Because hair shows, there's nothing like them.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know what a hair show was. I was
Oh,
like, what
get
is
ready.
this?
It's a lot of fun.
hair
It's a
shows
whole
are cool.
culture.
yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool. So when is Bohemian Fest? What's the date looking like?
October 5th,
Okay.
noon to 8. And you can come anytime. You don't have to come right at noon. There'll be classes going on all day.
Awesome.
And I brought you a
looks like-
gift.
Look at this!
Yes.
A toad!
And there's
You love
stickers.
your toad.
There's
I love
stickers
it.
inside for you too.
I love a toad.
David loves his toes.
So the first 100 people will get a free tote.
What?
Very,
Yes.
very cool.
Oh my God, love this.
Very cool. Where can people find tickets? Where can people get some more information?
On our website, we have tickets on, if you go to the homepage, /tickets, it's on there.
Awesome.
Yes.
You guys have got to show up and show out. Bohemian Fest.
Thank you guys.
So special. Thank you
Thank
for your
you
time.
so
Thank you so
much.
much, Dana.
It's going to be such a special moment and a
Gosh.
great moment of healing for a lot of people out there too. I love that. I love that narrative. Folks, let's hear a little quick word from our friends from Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance.
Maritime vibe check.
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime creative. They set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
Need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account.
Oh my goodness, and a big happy
Yes.
birthday to John Robinson. It's
Yes.
birthday all week, right?
Yeah,
So,
all week long.
I have to say this because it's one of the unique things that Flashes and Brilliance does.
Oh, tell me.
Not only are they the most trusted gold buyers in Northeast Florida, but they will come to you
Yep.
so you don't have to travel around the land. They make it easy and convenient. You want them to come to your job, I'm sure they can come on your lunch break.
Absolutely.
But a portion of their proceeds does go to Tailwaggers Charitable Foundation. So I just think it's amazing that they do support so many things. They support Sunny TV and
we also have to shout out Tailwaggers. We have
Yes.
the Halloween costume contest. Sonny's there. You're out there. You got pictures of your dogs in costumes.
send them.
Send them my
Yay.
way. We're going to kick that off October 7th. I love that. It's going to be super fun. And we've got some ones that are going to be showing up and showing out for that. I'm excited.
I got a joke.
All right, tell me the jokes.
All right, what do you get from a pampered cow?
What do we get from a pampered cow? I don't know.
Spoiled milk.
Oh, yeah. That's
Wow.
yeah,
Hilarious.
Unbelievable. Well, Sonnies, it's time to take a deep breath, light a little incense in your heart, because our homegirl is in studio. It's Inspo with Ashim today. We're diving into her personal journey of spiritual wellness and exploring the beauty of the Bohemian culture.
Yeah.
From the way we dress to the way we heal and the way we find freedom in our spirit. Ashim, welcome to the
Thank you,
Inspo
Dave.
desk. Yes.
The band's back together today.
Yay, the family's all here.
So I really want to dive into this chat because you had some really interesting talking points behind the camera, and I'd love for it to share with the Sonnies out there.
Sure. So, as we had Dana on, we were talking about Bohemian Fest, and it just got me thinking a lot about Bohemian culture and the concept of being Bohemian. And in a sense, I grew up very Bohemian. My parents were artists. They performed in theater, and all of their friends that we were raised around were part of this theater company. So I grew up in a very artistic space, and that is actually where the root of the Bohemian ethos came from, if you will. So if you think about where Bohemian, the term came from, it was back in France, back in Paris, where you had all these artists who were coming together, and it was really about creating a community of free spirits, of people who were kind of thinking outside of the box. It was very much an artistic space where people would come together. They had those things called salons, as you know, where people would come, whether it was a bunch of writers and musicians and artists and painters, and they would talk and they would philosophize, but it was really about creating almost like an incubator, if you will, like a place where people could share ideas and really kind of buck convention.
I
in a
love
sense.
that.
So it's not just about flowy peasant skirts and tops and big bags.
Eating
and
twigs and
walking
berries.
around, no
yeah.
shoes
Right?
on.
Breathing in a triangle.
I know. So
Very
that,
beige.
The term has really sort of kind of, I hate to say this, but it's been sort of bastardized. I
Oh,
know it's not
I
a good
shouldn't
word
said
to
a bad
say
word.
it, but it's sort of gotten twisted. So now you see this thing about boho chic, right? And it's usually
Right.
like this monochromatic, like very
Fringe and
and
just
there are
flowy.
elements of that are from the concept of bohemian, but I chose to dress today in very much what the bohemian culture originally was, which was a lot of color. It was really an artist's kind of view of the world. So think about how artists are constantly creating, and usually their world is fueled by color and celebrating different cultures and ethnicities, and that was kind of the root of the bohemian lifestyle, if you will, the bohemian mindset. my parents being artists, my dad was also a writer and plays music, and my mom, she was just very much part of like the Earth Mama part of Bohemian. She made our food, our baby food, she made our clothes, like all those. She's
Awesome.
always used natural healing for us as kids. Yes, we have vaccines too, but we also, she didn't pop medicine all the time. She would use teas and herbs and things like that to heal us. And my mom's been practicing yoga since she was actually who got me into yoga. So, when I look back, like I was raised in I used to call it hippie culture, but hippie and bohemians actually aren't too far off.
Oh, wow.
The hippie culture actually drew from the bohemian culture that started back in Paris and went on to London and all these other places. San Francisco, my
Sure.
backyard was
Yeah.
kind of known as one of the like U.S. like hearts of bohemian culture, and it still is in many senses to this day. So like when I think about myself, people often ask like, what's your style? I'm definitely bohemian, but not the idea that people think of today. I'm not wearing, and yes, I will rock an all white moment, but like I love color. I love really celebrating color and creating safe spaces for creativity and just different people. Bohemians were also very much free thinkers and were very much celebratory of all aspects of life and different walks of life. It wasn't like one cookie cutter, and that was kind of what they were rebelling against. They didn't want this cookie cutter mainstream world for themselves. They wanted to create a world that was just a bit more vibrant. So having Bohemian Fest here, like when you look at all the different vendors and different things that you can do at Bohemian Fest, it really is a place for people to go and just sort of explore things and have fun and try things, because to the point that Dana made, and I've said this before, we all forget to play. And
Yeah.
if you think about like Bohemians were really about pushing your mind to play and create and think outside the box.
So, thinking about your spiritual journey and how you found your wellness journey too, how did you navigate those waters? Like, what did you try first, and like, how did you find your path in Bohemian culture?
Yeah, I think a lot of it, I mean, my parents, and Mel, you're going to meet them someday because they are coming in
Yes.
December. My parents had a lot to do with it. Like, they really raised us in a world where they wanted us to appreciate other cultures, to appreciate others of different backgrounds. We were raised with spirituality, not necessarily with religion.
Okay.
My parents both grew up in their different churches. My dad was in Texas, my mom was in Orange County, so she grew up Catholic, and dad grew up, I think it was Episcopal. But they didn't want to force any religion on us, but they did want us to have a belief in something higher than ourselves. And we've prayed, my family has every day since I was a kid, but we prayed to the Creator, to Mother Nature, to Mother Earth, and we really spent time thinking about how what we need can be provided from Mother Earth. And so my parents, like I said, mom always gave us like holistic healing things. I did acupuncture as a kid, acupressure and cranial facial therapy is what healed my epilepsy.
Wow.
It might be controversial to say that, but you ask my neurologist, after a year of doing cranial sacral therapy, my epilepsy was gone. So I saw firsthand how we could do things that were outside of the ordinary to make us better. And as a kid growing up, you sort of just do what your parents encourage you to do. And so what if they were giving me some weird, herb or tea, I just drank it and I felt better, and I didn't really
Yeah.
understand it. But I remember when we were living in Death Valley, and that was the first time I really understood like the universe, creator, all that. So we lived in Death Valley when I was a child. My dad worked for the Park Service. We got to live in the park. And I tell people that was the moment I had this epiphany that everything my parents were talking about there being a creator and something greater than themselves, actually felt tangible to me. Because I looked up in the sky and saw millions of stars. In my mind, it was millions, and I'm sure it's hundreds of thousands. But in Death Valley, there were no lights. There was
Right.
no light pollution. So we got to see the Milky Way with a naked eye. We got to see these majestic mountains with these massive alluvial fans. We got to see fossils that were here since the prehistoric era, all right in our backyard. And I remember thinking like, wow, the universe is really special and grand, and we are just but one speck in it. And so
Absolutely.
it really solidified in me the idea that my parents had taught us that we are all part of a greater whole, that we are not the only ones, that we are not individuals, that we are all connected. And so when I was having challenges in life, we all go through dark times. I've gone through some pretty horrific times. Growing up, my father was an alcoholic. We talk about it very openly. My family does. He's been sober for quite some time now.
God bless.
But we made it through because we found a way to pull on our community, and we did pray, but not to a God to solve things,
Right.
if that makes sense. We
Yeah.
prayed for the strength to get through. We prayed for our family to be whole. And we looked at our own internal, I guess, our internal, what could we do? Like, what was in our power to
Is that
control?
the core of Bohemian culture then? I'm trying to get that. Like, what is
Yeah.
the core of it? Like, where do people meet at the center where all Bohemians are like, yes, that's what we're all about?
So I think Bohemian culture is really about finding, like Dana said it kind of as she was talking about yoga, that we all have the power within us to do something.
Yes, ma'am.
And there are certain things that we don't have the power to control, and those you just let go.
Right.
So you let go what you cannot control, and you control what you can control.
And that's a hard thing to do.
That is a very
especially
hard
for some
thing
of
to
these
do.
control freaks out there.
That is a very, very hard thing to do. But you know, I found like I'm getting close to 50, and in my years of wisdom that I've gotten, I think that's probably been the biggest lesson is knowing that what I can do for myself, and knowing what I don't have to take on for other. Like I don't have to take on someone else's drama,
Baggage or drama, yeah.
negativity, whatever. I take on what is good for my soul. And by taking care of my soul, I'm able to help spread more joy, more authenticity, more play, more whatever it is that I choose to radiate. I can spread more of that if I'm taking care of my soul. So to me, Bohemian culture is really about honoring your soul, honoring your spirit, honoring your power within. And then when you can live in that, it radiates out.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how do people start on a journey? You know what I mean? Because it's intimidating.
Yeah.
You're thinking like, what do I got to do? Do I got to smoke pot every day? Or, you know, well, it's the truth.
And if you know me,
Yeah.
I don't do any drugs.
God
so
bless. Yes.
I don't do any drugs. I find my joy
Natural
in
Jesus made it.
She's high on life.
I'm high on life. Something that's very simple and it sounds really strange is to look at the world with awe. And that's how I choose to look at the world. I like, you know, when a child has that childlike view of the world, when they look at a plant or when they see it for the first time, or they look at a cloud, or they look at these things and they look at the world with awe and appreciation.
Yeah.
And if you can just spend a few minutes each day looking at something in your world, whether it's another person, whether it's your dog, whether it's a flower in your garden, whether it's the sky and the way the clouds are passing over it, but to look at the world with awe and appreciation for that moment because you get to experience that moment. It's like a tiny little mind shift, right? Instead of just letting the world pass us by, try to step back and look at it with a little bit of awe and appreciation. And something about that starts to shift your mind and starts to calm your soul and starts to allow you to feel more present in your body and in your space and to see the world as full of opportunity, potential, joy, as opposed to like the heaviness that we tend to feel with all the things going on.
I got a
around.
great friend, Jesse Carr, who I went to high school with, and started a global movement called Find Your Pause.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah.
And when, you know, before Jesse came out with the concept and everything, I was always kind of going 500 miles per hour. She worked for
still are.
She worked for Google at the time. And honestly, life got so chaotic that she was losing some of the things and the beautiful nature and what makes us who we are today. And so she created this concept of find your pause. You gotta find your pause to be able to hit those success points that you want in life. It's sort of like you think about a bow and arrow and you look at a bullseye. You gotta line up your aperture to success, and that takes time to do that.
Yeah.
You gotta pause, you gotta breathe, and you gotta find it. I love this. So
Yeah.
what do you do? What's your bohemian regimen that people could tap into?
Yeah, so every day I find a moment to pause, and usually it's in the morning. I have a little app I use, Insight Timer. It has really calm, soothing music, and I know it's kind of woo-woo, but I love some calm, chill time to start my day.
I love an Enya moment.
yeah,
I mean,
and-
I
and-
love
and,
Enya.
like,
She
if I
is
have-
everything.
If I have a crazy busy work day where I've got lots of things going on back to back, I intentionally schedule 25 minutes on my calendar where I turn off everything, turn off all my
think it's
devices except my
important.
Insight Timer, and I
Yeah.
play this soundtrack. It's called 2 Hours of Tranquility.
It's me singing
And
R&B
it's just
hits
super
for
chill.
her.
Yeah, it's Mel's voice in the background going, hey.
Yeah.
But I take the time to pause. And the other things I do, like I talked about, being in awe of the moment. So yesterday I saw this amazing sunrise, right? You know, for me, my sunrise runs are just as much meditation as they are physical workout. So I go out there, I like to go before sunrise so that I can watch the day start. I like to be out there when the day is awakening, and it's just something for me, it fulfills my soul. There's nobody bothering me. I have no text messages coming in. There's nothing out there but me and Mother Nature. And yesterday, because I chose to pause, I witnessed that thing that was just super giant cool. I posted pictures in
it
our
was
Sunny
awesome.
Fans
Yeah,
group.
the spaceship.
Yeah, it was this solar plume, and it was the plume from a rocket ship, but it was being illuminated by the solar rays that hadn't even come up over the horizon
It
yet.
was gorgeous.
And
yeah.
I had
It
no
was so
idea what this
cool.
was, but I stood there for 30 minutes and watched this thing grow from this little tiny dot of light, and it spread across the sky. And I thought, like, how many people missed this because they were just too busy to do anything else? And yes, I was supposed to be out there running, but I was witnessing something that I knew was pretty special. So like for me, it's taking that time in the morning for myself, going out there, going for my run or a walk or just looking at the sunrise. I meditate every day. I do love to read. I'm a big reader, as you all know. And you guys, My Friends is so good. You have to get into this. Reading helps calm my mind because it also takes me out of my world and puts me in someone else's. So I think it's like it practices your empathy gene, right? So you're hearing from somebody else. It is so, so good. I'm on it for my third time
People
now.
are loving this
It is
book,
so
Ashim.
good.
Yes, thank you
Yeah.
for saving book club.
Yay. So those are some things I
Love
do.
that.
And I talked about gratitude as well, because I think gratitude is a way to retrain our minds to look for the good in the world. So that is something that I absolutely do all the time, because, I'm very grateful for all the things. The fact that I'm still alive every day is something I do not take for granted, because as we know, last year I almost wasn't here.
Yeah.
So I do my best to practice that gratitude every single day and to tell someone, this is another thing people can do, when someone crosses your mind or someone has done something that just makes you smile, tell them. I have a habit of, if someone just crosses my mind for whatever reason, I'll just send them a quick message. Hey,
Yep.
just thinking of you.
Yep.
For no other reason of, there's a reason they came into
being
my
willed
mind.
to
I did that to
Yeah.
you this week. I was just thinking about you. I've never heard from you. I was
And
like,
you never know who you might impact that day. So
Right.
spread your joy, spread your love, and you'll find that it helps heal your own soul. So
Love it. Thank
Yeah.
you, Ashim. An
Yes.
excellent segment and excellent place to meditate, Old Town Trolley.
Sit back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com.
Mel, you've got a quick call to action. What's
Yes.
going on, babes?
So I'm going to try to get through this without getting emotional. So there's someone that's very, very close to me. She's been around for 17 years. Her name is Carrie Burke. She's been part of the gym. All three of our girls cheered at Zone for Jess and I. And two of our girls now work at the gym. Her oldest daughter, Samantha, is actually our gym director. So Carrie was diagnosed with polycystic kidney disease. It's hereditary and runs in her family, and her father had it. He had it before he passed. So she got a kidney from her brother. He donated his kidney to her, and that was quite a while ago, and now the kidney is not working. It's not functioning. She's been on the donor list for 5 years waiting
God
for
bless.
a kidney. She got a call a few years back that there was one for her, so she's all excited. She goes, and there were complications, and she couldn't get her kidney. So she's also had to have a series of procedures, but right now her heart is not strong enough to have those procedures. So I'm doing a call to action. If any of you out there are interested in helping prolong her life or save her life, because this is not only a mom, she's one of the most amazing humans I've ever met. There for everybody else. You need her, she's there. So if any of you are interested, I have a form. You can send me a message on Facebook or Instagram, and I will send you the form if you think you may be a match, or if someone you know may be a match. She's been, let's do this. And Sunny is when I put a call to action out, you guys always come through. So I'm hoping somebody hears this cry and can help, or you may know someone. So let's
Awesome.
do it. Let's do this for Carrie, guys, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mel,
Thanks
for
for my
sharing that.
moment.
Absolutely. I love that you're trying as hard as we can to save her. Absolutely. All right, Sonnies. We are going to fly through these. Local story 2 here. Freddy Krueger's house. Basically, in a nutshell, the owner knows it, and the city hall is obviously is clapping back, saying, "Look, you got to fix your house. It's looking like a POS." And then the owner's like, "Well, do you want to buy it?" And then the city's like, "We don't want to buy it. We want to knock it down and do something better." The rumor is I took a ghost tour a couple months ago on Kindred Spirits. Shout out, they were amazing. and there's some serious like ghost stories that happened in that house. And they're gruesome. I was told by the board of Sunny TV that it was not appropriate for me to talk about it today. But I'm saying
And
this
by
is,
board, he means a she.
it's just an eyesore.
It's a little dark.
It's just an eyesore though. So like you guys know that White House by Barley Republic. Is
Yes.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Creepy.
Yes.
What are they gonna do with that? I don't know, right?
Study studio.
No.
Because okay, so you have this owner that's like grandfathered in that has this house that's literally
He's
decrepit
doing it
and
on
falling-
purpose.
You think
Ha,
so?
you can't get it.
I mean,
I
I
mean-
get saving history because I grew up in a very historic town as well, but there's also like some minimum upkeep, like, because you
Yeah.
don't want it to look like a complete.
It really does.
It looks like
look
it's ready to be demolished. Let's,
Absolutely,
you know,
it
and
definitely
so
looks
then,
like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
just-
this
it's
got a
gotta
shot
go.
though. This got a shot though. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so moving into National Story 1, really cool story about blueberries.
Oh, yeah.
They just found out that in baby food got a glow up because it turns out blueberries, if you toss them in some stuff, it's a superhero fruit because it helps babies have less coughing, less sniffing, and
The antioxidants in the berries.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
just saying.
superfood. Yeah.
It's interesting to me, right? Freeze-dried blueberry powder added in baby food from 5 to 12 months. They watched all of the allergies and the lab stuff. The
Do you
baby
smush it?
getting
Yeah,
the
so it's a
powder.
blueberry powder.
Had fewer allergy symptoms, signs of lower inflammation, and shifts into their gut bacteria towards healthier types. Pretty cool, right?
So why wasn't this done before? Because I mean,
mean-
we've all known blueberries as superfood for
Yeah,
like
but
at
back
least a
in the day,
decade.
nobody
Susan
knew
gave me
that in
high
the
fructose
80s.
corn syrup. Yes.
Red dye number
So
40
see,
wins.
hippie mom made our own.
Yeah.
Hippie mom made our baby food. She
Yeah,
ground
see,
it up
good.
really
That's
fancy.
nice. Not me. I was a Gerber
My dogs
baby.
love the blueberries, and I'll tell you, when Daisy has her blueberries, she doesn't get the drippy eye because she gets drippy eye from
Oh,
outside.
see, because
Yes.
it helps with the allergies. Look at
Oh
that.
my gosh. Hey guys, there's a lot of robots out there. Let's
There
go to
are.
Great Expectations.
Oh, yes.
are looking for a company, I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
All right, hey girl, hey horoscopes. I know Barbara Jean's out there because she knows that Aquarius is on deck today. Speaking about hippies. And we've got Pisces. I'm excited to get into that too. Aquarius, first up here. Visionary and Valentino. Ooh, I like that. This week's vibe, you are the storm before the revolution, electrifying, unapologetic, untouchable. Your ideas sparkle brighter than platinum features. Your style oracle says Valentino holographic gown, futuristic in fabric. I like that. Your cosmic command, break the rules, rewrite the world. Love that. Power accessory, galaxy earrings, big enough to orbit. Loving it. Sheem's got it on.
Yep.
Affirmation, I am the brilliance beyond limits, value beyond validation. And the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones that can. Yes, I love that. Pisces, majestic in Marquesa. This week's vibe, you are the dreamer who conjures destiny. Your value is stardust crystallized, immeasurable, untouchable, divine. Your style oracle says Marquesa tulle gown, couture born from moonlight. Cosmic command is trust your visions. They are guided maps. Gilded maps. David. Power accessory, a moonstone crown kissed by galaxies, and your affirmation is I am the dream turned around. Ethereal yet eternal. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've always imagined.
I always love that quote. That's such a good one.
That's
Yes.
a great
All
one.
right, so now it's time for a DJ Snack Pack, aka Mel.
So today you actually
Yes.
made a weekend karaoke
Yeah, I mean,
list?
yes, this is for your weekend pleasures, driving around the car, cleaning your house, because that's when I do all my best singing.
I love
Yes.
it.
All right,
yes.
here we go. Ain't no mountain high enough.
I love
That's
that
a good
song.
one.
And my girl,
My girl,
talking
girl.
about
my girl,
my girl.
Love that.
And you know what? When I clean this house, I just want Jim to give me a little bit of
R-E-S-P-C-T.
R-E-S-P-C-T.
Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-C-T.
Take care. I can't do it
PCP.
too high.
Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me.
All
Your
right.
respect.
One of my favorite Stevie Wonder
Same
songs.
here.
Signed,
Sealed,
sealed,
delivered,
delivered. I'm yours. Yes.
Love that
Don't
song.
I know just what you're saying.
That's good.
Yes.
No doubt.
Zombie by the Cranberries, because no
Oh
weekend's
my
complete
gosh.
without zombie.
That's
Zombie.
You know what? I did love Miley Cyrus's cover of Zombie.
Yeah.
It is
I have
very
not
good.
heard that.
I gotta tell you, Miley Cyrus' cover on that is very,
Oh,
very
I
good.
could see because she's got that rasp.
Yeah, it really works. Yeah.
And this song is about my life. Isn't it ironic?
It's a black fly in
In
your
your
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
It's a death row pardon. 2 minutes too late.
Yes,
And
my
isn't
life.
it ironic?
But the song that makes you want to kick in a door,
Oh.
man,
Dun,
I
dun,
feel
dun,
like a
dun,
woman.
Love it.
And then, of course, Mashaka Khan.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nobody
Love me better. Yes.
And since it's September, Earth,
is.
Wind,
Do
and
you
Fire.
Do you remember?
Remember.
Yes.
The 21st night of September, which
September.
was just last weekend. We missed it.
was.
I
We
posted it. I posted about it.
So good. So good.
There we go, friends.
Oh,
Jam it
my.
out, friends.
So let's get into this sunshine shenanigans really quick. Ashim, we got a good one. This comes from Mel.
my.
This woman faces felony charges for forgetting to return Sabrina the Teenage Witch VH tape.
It was me.
To 20 years ago, right.
Get
Get
ready.
this, the crime of the century, or at least from 1999, is back in the spotlight. Meet Karen with a C, McBride, the unexpected adult who discovered she'd become a wanted felon because
Yep.
she never returned her Sabrina the Teenage Witch VHS tape. People are sweating in comments right now.
I
Yes,
know.
a VHS tape.
They all disappeared. They're going to check their.
Great, right.
Closets.
So, okay, so she rented the movie under her name and never gave it back. Fast forward 20 years from now, she moves to Texas. Oh, Vicky. She moved to Texas, tries to
my.
update her license, and suddenly she's dead in the system for felony embezzlement. The crime? $60 video cassette. Oh my
Oh
God.
my
Stop
God.
it
This
now.
is just
This is pure
ridiculous.
The little old lady.
Pure
can you imagine
freaking gold, dude.
when she heard felony embezzlement, McBride thought she was having a heart attack. She even went. She was like, Sabrina, I never even watched the VHS tape.
She didn't even like Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Can you
She
imagine?
thinks her roommate did it. This is wild.
Yes.
This is
It's wild. So
Oh my gosh.
fortunately, the DA eventually agreed to dismiss the case, but the criminal record
stays
still
on your
haunts
record.
her. Oh my God, that's so crazy.
Could you
All-
imagine how many people probably have this on their record?
Oh
Because think
my
about
God.
it. VHS, library books. I'm sure people forget this all the time. Could you imagine all the felons walking
But a
around?
felony charge? That's
wild.
crazy.
How do you do
This
felony
is just
charge
wild.
when Blockbuster's out of business?
I'm wondering if it wasn't a Blockbuster. It sounds like
it
this
must
was
be like
probably
one of those little.
Maybe
like
like a
local.
yeah, you're
we had
right.
like first turn video.
And you
when
know
I
it
grew
was
up.
some whiskey turkey that got his butt sore about Sabrina the Teenage Witch
My mom
VHS.
just-
I'm going to sue her. Yeah.
My mom
This
just
is
said,
wild.
"Remember, be kind, rewind."
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
man.
Definitely, Maria. Oh
Here we
my
go.
God.
And now you know what we need to do with that story. We need to wash it down with my snack attack throwback.
All right.
It was that disgusting Orbit's drink that was like boba tea gone wrong.
I thought it
What?
was good.
No, it was disgusting.
Why do I not remember this?
Oh, get ready,
I-
bro.
You don't remember this?
No.
Oh,
It was from
I never subjected myself to this,
1996
thankfully.
to 1998. Okay, so it was a drink that looked like a snow globe.
Right, right, right.
It was non-carbonated soda. That wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Sold for about 2 glorious, baffling years in the late 90s and then disappeared. It was basically a clear, fruity beverage
Okay.
filled with dozens of tiny suspended balls of gelatin.
Yeah, there were just little gelatin balls.
They
Why
were
did
supposed to
they?
be like planets floating around.
Why did they
Oh.
get discontinued?
Because everybody was choking on them.
The taste was weird.
It
I
was
think.
awful.
Yeah.
Probably
people-
the flavor because people love boba. So what's the difference?
I
It
think-
These were like smaller than boba.
And this was pre-boba
It was supposed
time.
to look like.
Yeah.
So picture this, like picture
I
a
think the
flat,
fat-
clearly Canadian with Jello shooters
Yeah.
floating around in it.
Yeah, I think the fad wore off. I think it was
Yeah.
cool to have like this kind of neon, floating
Drinkable
kind of drink.
lava lamp, if you will.
Yeah,
definitely.
ew. That does not sound
definitely.
appealing at all.
Gross.
No wonder.
All right, Sonnies, we served up the sparkles, sprinkled the inspo with the sheen, and reminded the world that your shine is brighter than gold.
Big thanks to Dana Wendell from Bohemian Fest. Save the date, Sunnies. Anna Sheem, thank you for joining us in the Sunny studio.
Of course, but don't you all go drifting off. The
I'm thinking
Sunshine
about
Storm rolls back in at 3 p.m. with more shenanigans. We're already having too much fun up here. And Addie's infamous Reddit Rundown report. You know it's
Yay!
going to be
Oh,
wild.
I love it.
I can't wait. Special thanks to these incredible human beings that make this show silly and possible every day. The Bailey Group, All American Air, Maritime Creative, and Flashes in Brilliance.
Limelight Theater, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, Old Town Trolley.
Mel zoning out, About Face, Zone Cheer All Stars, the Pirate Museum.
And Historical Colonial Tour Experience and Emma Concert Association. I'll see you guys back at 3. Thanks, babes.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Where's-
boos.
over here.